First, we thought it was just one island, but there's magic in numbers.
And this place? Well, it's so much more.
We thought we knew these waters, but it's a museum down here.
And through these caves, you uncover some unbelievable views.
Just make sure you snap a shot from up there. A hop-on, hop-off boat tour hits different when the locals lead the way.
We thought we knew dining experiences, but this is something else. By night, you can soak up the sights of the beautiful city under the stars.
And by day, you can get a thrill in a whole other kind of way. Adventure is out there. You just gotta paddle to it. Before, you can jump right in. And you know what they say. Friends who leap together, stay together. The best way to explore the islands? Well, take your pick. Need a timeout? Turns out, flow state isn't only found in yoga barns.
Go off the beaten track and you'll find wine tastes so much sweeter. And the stories last longer when you pick the grapes straight from the vine.
So cheers to sunsets from a beach club,
A rooftop pool,
a 12th century church.
or even a cliff top.
We thought we knew how to sell it, but not like this. Come on! The best thing about it? When you think you've seen it all and done it all, there's always so much more to explore.
More to explore. I'm ready to travel, I must say. Here is my passport ready. Welcome to Travel Insights. I'm Chryssa Skodra, and every week I bring to you inspiring, influential thought leaders and professionals in tourism, hospitality industries. And today I have the great honor to have with me in the studio Mr. Carlo Micallef, the CEO of Malta Tourism Authority. Welcome, Carlo.
Thank you, Chryssa. Thank you for having me on the show.
Thank you for taking the time. I know you've been very busy talking with ministers and the stakeholders there, so it was a little bit challenging to schedule this interview, but thank you so much for indeed taking the time to talk to me and to our viewers.
My pleasure, and regards to all those following us.
Thank you for tuning in wherever you are watching us from. We're streaming this interview live on traveldailynews.com, the leading news portal for travel and tourism updates and news, on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Thank you, all of you, for tuning in and watching us wherever you're watching us from. Carlo Micallef, you are the CEO of the Malta Tourism Authority. You've been appointed CEO almost a year ago, right?
Yes,
So,
1 year on the 30th. 3 days ago, it was my first year.
1 year anniversary. Congratulations. However, you're not new to the job. They call you a veteran in the Maltese tourism industry. You've been working for 25 plus years at the Malta Tourism Authority. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes, and you have seen the job from the different positions you've had. You started as a marketing executive, and then you progressed through the ranks of the organization. You became the chief marketing officer, the deputy CEO, and now for the past year, you are the CEO. And you have been tasked with a challenging task to lead the 10-year Malta tourism strategy for recovery, rethinking, and revitalizing the Malta's in tourism industry, especially after the pandemic that we all experienced. So you are the best person to open today's topic, which is this one right here: recovering, rethinking, and revitalizing brand Malta. You know, the Maltese brand inside out. So let me first pick your brains and get your insights. You told me a little bit before we go live into the studio that you have some interesting numbers to share with me and the viewers. So let us start by saying, what is today's situation? What is the current how has the season, the tourist season for 2023 has started? What are the numbers and data showing you at the moment?
Well, the data is very good. The feedback that we have from the industry is very positive. 2022 was a very good year for us. It was a very strong year of recovery. At the start, we started off with targeting 1.8, 1.9 million tourists in 2022. In the end, we closed the year with 2.3 million tourists. The first quarter of the year has been very positive. Until end of March, we are 4% up on the same period in 2019, which was our record year. 2019, the year before the pandemic, was the record year for Malta. Just a few hours ago, we received the National Statistics report for April, and April is again showing a very strong recovery, a better performance than 2019. And comparing April to April in 2019 to April 23, we are 10% up on the same month in 2019. So all in all, the recovery is doing very well. It's not only the number of tourists that is increasing, but also the amount of income that remains, that comes into our economy. The spend of tourism into Malta is higher than it was in 2019, and the number of bed nights generated for our accommodation provider. So all in all, it's a very good performance.
Very good. Excellent. So the numbers are looking good. The recovery has shown its signs already. So let's see how you have rethought and rebranded and revitalizing Malta brand. So I would like to ask you, if we look at the at the higher level, at the national strategy level, what are the priorities of the national tourism and the national brand?
The final objective is to offer the best possible experience to those choosing to spend their money in Malta and Gozo and have their holidays in our islands. That's our ultimate objective. To achieve that, during the pandemic, we used the downtime in tourism to help the industry upskill its workforce. We offered millions of euros worth of training programs and the academic and practical. We helped the industry refurbish and prepare for after the pandemic. And today we are seeing these results. Our objective continues to aim for excellence in the experience that we promise and offer to our visitors, and that is driving us forward. We're trying to give a more authentic experience for the visiting tourists, give them memories to take back home, give them memories to share on social media, to share with their friends and relatives and loved ones when they are back home. And after their stay in Malta, we wish that they enjoyed so much that they become ambassadors for our islands. They promote our islands as the next destination for their friends and relatives.
I would love to sign up to become an ambassador for the Maltese Islands. So I
Welcome.
haven't.
You're already wearing our colors.
Exactly.
White and red.
Representing Travel Daily News and Malta very well. One cross is missing here. I have
We'll
it.
give you a cross. When you come to Malta, we'll give you a Maltese cross.
Thank you. So I wanted to ask you. You talked about authenticity, and Malta or the Maltese Islands are very unique and diverse indeed, for very geographic and historic reasons as well. You said that in Malta has enjoyed the strong recovery, and it's already outperforming even competition in the Mediterranean region. So I would like to get your insights regarding what is Malta's or the Malta brand unique positioning. How do you want to be remembered? Because indeed you're so diverse. Are there some key elements that you really want to capitalize and stay on the traveler's mind as the top of mind destination to visit, bearing in mind?
Well, the first thing that I would say is that Malta is not the typical Mediterranean island in the sense that today it can be described as a vibrant, cosmopolitan city, progressive city, based on a beautiful island, blessed with the attractions of a Mediterranean island. So it is not the typical product that one would think of finding in a Mediterranean island. It's a year-round destination full of heritage, history, gastronomy experience, lots of activities to enjoy and to do and to join in. And it's something which makes us a bit different from the rest. We never close down. We're open all year round. The industry is active all year round. We have a very strong calendar of events that is active all year round. We strive to increase activity in the winter months because the summer months, there are the natural open air activities that we do not need to increase on. So I think one thing to keep in mind is Malta is not what you expect. It is more than you would expect, and there's always more to explore in Malta.
More to explore, and that's your slogan as well. For people who haven't visited the Maltese Islands, perhaps they have seen the Maltese Islands on popular films, on popular TV series. And I know that you have done an excellent job branding Malta as a destination for filming crews that come from all over the world, especially on those great conditions. As you mentioned, there is the 365 sunny, or how many days of sunshine, which could mean that the shooting days could be longer. But for other incentives as well that you have there. So tell us a little bit about the national brand image, and how has the appearance in very popular blockbuster Hollywood movies has helped the national brand image and its development.
Well, in our efforts to promote the brand Visit Malta, we've been co-branding with top brands in football. We've got our cooperation with Manchester United. Malta's destination partner, global destination partner of Manchester United. We also have the same kind of destination partnership with Forbes. Forbes, in our drive to increase quality, to provide the highest quality in our service industry. We're also partners with Top Cycling Team. They were just participating in the Giro d'Italia a few days ago, Elo Cometa, and also we're also brand partners with Expedia. So our brand is being exposed, is being promoted together with top brands that are happy to also partner with us, because it's not one-way thing. It's not what we want, it's what the other partners also agree to. And Destination Malta, brand Visit Malta, is being recognized as a strong brand that such big brands with millions, if not billions, of followers around the world are happy to partner with. But the film industry is giving us a lot of incentive, a lot of opportunity to further promote, further strengthen the brand Malta. And industry is doing really well with over 200 movies and series shot in the last 20 years in Malta. Some big movies like Troy, Assassin's Creed, the one we're seeing now. There's Jurassic Park, which was in the theaters last year. A number of big movies that have been filmed in Malta, Count of Monte Cristo. There's Gladiator, and mentioning Gladiator, the sequel, Gladiator, is to start filming in Malta once again in the coming weeks, just 1 kilometer away from my office. We are building a new design, a new building of the Coliseum, the Gladiators Arena. From my window, one could see the new Gladiators Arena for the sequel of the first movie, Gladiators. There was Game of Thrones showing there, and it's a very, very important industry for Malta that is attracting important investment, important income into the economy. It's attracting tourism because people are coming to Malta to see where the movies have been shot. This is one of the main squares in Valletta, St. George's Square in Valletta. So these are streets that are real, that you can visit. In Game of Thrones, one could see the entrance to Mdina, the old capital city. So Malta is one movie set.
Exactly.
And the diversity.
So it's Malta is one movie set, but there's more to the destination. We will open them up shortly. But as you said before, as you know marketing very well too, you come from that background professionally. You spoke about the travelers and of course the social media input and the influence. Taking a picture, here is where this movie is shot, and this word of mouth that furthermore enhances the word of mouth and the visibility of Malta as a destination. So that's important. And of course,
And it is more real. If you come to Malta, you'll find
yeah,
them. It's not a set that has been
yeah,
removed. You'll find
yeah,
the buildings.
exactly. I was reading also about the Malta Film Commission, and you have a lot of you pay attention to the film infrastructure. And tell us a little bit about such investments or such approach as well.
Well, apart from the natural architecture and attractiveness of the destination that lends itself to different places around the world, there's also a very strong, reliable, and efficient group of professionals, craftsmen, supporting production crew, film crew, supporting actors that are accustomed, that are well trained, they are well prepared to support any film production coming to Malta. There are special effects people. We've got the water tanks at the Mediterranean Film Studios, the Malta Film Studios, one of the few water tanks in the world that allow for special productions of sea scenes. But then there's also the financial incentive of up to 40% rebate on eligible expenditure. And that is being attractive. It's attractive for the film industry to come to Malta, and together with all the other incentives and the other support that we can give is proving very profitable and very attractive for film productions. There are more film productions coming our way. Apart from Gladiator, there are others. There's been Napoleon filmed in last summer. And being such a small island with very good flight connectivity, is also easy for anyone to fly in on the day. One could reach Malta from anywhere in the world in one day, with very good connections and hubs in Europe and other places.
Very good. You have done excellent job in that regard. I wanted to ask you about the market, the tourist market segments you are focusing on. Do you have some specific well-known segments that you want to enhance, or do you have some other ones that they're more emerging and you have your eyes on how to approach those segments and those target groups? Because you're also developing the strategies and the actions. So tell us a little bit from the diverse Malta brand. What are also the diverse market segments and target groups you're reaching out to?
Well, basically, our marketing is attracting a different mix of different segments. We do not focus on one segment only. We try to spread our risk on different demographics, different niches, and different motivations to travel. But what's really growing and we're really giving attention to it is the free individual traveler, FIT travel, active holidays, cultural and gastronomy holidays, short breaks, LGBT travel. Malta's number one on the Rainbow Index for LGBT equality rights and for the last 8 years. So these are different segments that allow us to attract tourism all year round. They are not seasonal. They are segments that can give us motivation to attract tourism all year round. And these are the different segments that we're focusing on, trying to push our history, our diversity, our hospitality, because the Maltese people are known for their hospitable nature to the visiting tourists, and also the fact that we have such great connectivity. Any flight connectivity. Anyone that wishes to come to Malta has to fly to Malta. If you don't get the fast ferry service from the southernmost part of Sicily, from Bozzello, 99% of those that wish to visit Malta have to fly from some place in Europe or beyond. So we're really pushing these different segments that allow us to generate tourism all year round. And apart from these niches, we're also spreading our geographic reach beyond Europe, consolidate our position in Europe, and then get more tourism from North America, South America, Asia, and also Middle East and Australia.
Very good. I know also we've seen in the video in the beginning, and I've read that Malta has many dive sites where divers and researchers can dive and explore the underwater ruins and shipwrecks and different structures. And there's has it been launched already? Has it been opened? The world's first ever deep water archaeological park. Is it already open?
It's in the works. It is in the works. It will open later on this year, later on this summer. You're correct. Malta offers some of the best diving sites in Europe, if not the world. Some of the clearest waters, natural underwater caves and grottos, shipwrecks, scuttled aeroplanes from the Second World War. There's really, really nice habitat underwater with these fish and other attractions. So diving is a key element of our tourism industry. Perhaps it's around 10% of our tourism industry. The warm waters allow one to dive nearly all year round. So it's not only in high season, one can dive practically all year round. In Malta, it never gets too cold. And there are other niches that contribute to our tourism mix, like meetings and incentives industry, the MICE industry. It's around 12% of our tourism income. English as a foreign language, teaching English as a foreign language, Malta being a former colony, offers very good opportunity for one to improve his or her spoken English and written English, with even bespoke courses for certain industries. I had the pleasure to visit classes giving specialized courses for professionals in the medical field, others in the legal industry, and also in aviation. So it's not only the young people who come to Malta to improve their English, to learn English, but also professionals are coming to Malta to improve their knowledge of the language, to have more opportunities to work around the world.
Excellent. So such a small nation, but really, as you said, world class, very diverse, hitting the nail on the head in many elements as well, from cinematic backdrops to deep sea discoveries to incentive trips. Do you have any, since you touched upon a lot of issues, any upcoming spotlight events taking place this summer in the Maltese, on the Maltese Islands?
Well, in summer, it's dominated by musical events mostly. It's too hot for a certain sport, but in the summer months we have, say, BBC Orchestra in July playing in Malta in July. Robbie Williams will be coming to Malta. There is a big event with top artists like Zara Larsson and a number of others. I'm a bit too old to remember all these names, but they're very popular with the younger
I'm pretty
generation.
sure you can,
That will be
everybody listening out there, you can check visitmalta.com for more information. They have a very beautiful and informative website. I had a chance to look myself. That's why I asked about the events, because I know there's a lot of events coming up as well. Because the
we have Europe Pride also in September. 7 to 17, it's Europe Pride is in Malta in September. And then there are the local traditional festivals, the village festas, the festa, the feast of this patron saint of each village with free fireworks, free entertainment, and it's
this is
something
my
to
scene.
really
I
miss.
love folk music and tradition, so I would love to go to the villages and dance and uh, honor the
Brass
locals. And
bands.
that's my scene. Great, Carlo. I would like to ask you, because you said that there is, of course, your position now as the CEO of the Malta Tourism Authority. You have a chance to overlook or what's happening with from a broader perspective. So, how do you work with the different stakeholders? How do you cooperate with them, and how do you analyze the data you get from them or input in order to come up with your recommendations to the government?
Data and other sources of intelligence are very important for us. We base our decisions on these data and intelligence that we get from the stakeholders in Malta, our network overseas, our partners overseas, the reports that we manage to procure to aid us in our decision. But one advantage for us is that Malta is small. We know each other, and we're always just a phone call away from getting some advice or asking for an opinion from any politician, any investor, any partner in the industry. And that helps us in making quick decisions and well informed decisions. So our tightly knit community allows us to achieve more. And that's my opinion. It really works for Malta. Malta has no natural resources. Malta is a small island, and the fact that we really have to work harder to achieve better results, that really spurs us more to work as a team.
Excellent. Sounds like a great place to live, travel, work, visit. Great. I think you're doing a great job promoting Malta and the Maltese Islands and the Malta brand. Let me ask you for closing this today's interview and episode. What major tourism investments are taking place in the near future? Where are you investing currently on?
Well, there is great confidence, there is great belief in the tourism industry, and in fact, many of the investors in Malta, most of the hotels are Maltese owned. They are not owned by foreign organizations, they are owned by Maltese businessmen who then get management contracts with the different brands. There is great confidence in tourism. They see growth coming our way. They see tourism to be a lucrative industry to invest in. And in the next 5 years, Malta will have around 20,000 more beds than we have today. There's big names coming, launching in Malta. I will not mention names because it's perhaps unprofessional to mention them. But big brands are looking into Malta and they are investing in Malta together with the Maltese businessmen, and we'll have more beds to offer to our visitors. We'll have bigger brands, luxury brands investing in Malta. So it's all pointing that what we're doing is giving confidence to those who are investing their money.
Excellent. So, is anything else, Carlo, you would like to add that we haven't touched upon in this interview is something absolutely you would like to bring to the viewers' attention, everybody listening out there?
Well, basically, I tell them that Malta is not what you think it is. You'll have to come to Malta, you'll have to experience Malta, because you cannot understand what we really can offer from the internet or from what you read. Once you're here, you'll notice that, as I often refer to Malta, Malta is like a zip file. Once you open the file, once you visit the destination, you'll find different layers, different reasons, different motivations, different attractions, different activities to enjoy, which makes Malta, despite its small size, one of the best destinations to enjoy your holidays.
Great. And as I showed in the beginning, here is my passport always available. So I'm very enticed to come and see for myself, and everybody out there, go out to visitmalta.com. Let me put the website down below, visitmalta.com. Check out more information. Of course, if you haven't yet visited like me, be brave and book your flight to see for your eyes only, whether you're a diver, a very active person, and you like to eat good food like me and dance folk music to folk music. Malta has something for everybody. I'm very happy that I had a chance to speak with you, Carlo Micallef, the CEO of Malta Tourism Authority. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you, Chryssa.
I would love to meet you in person one day in the near future, and I wish you all the best for the Maltese brand, a greater, revitalized brand that is doing amazingly on the international level.
Thank you. You're welcome. We have flights from all over Europe, more than 100 routes to Malta.
I have to check. I'm actually very intrigued now, having spoken with you and the way you share the information and the videos I've seen. And now it has to be on my to-visit list. So
You're
thank you
welcome.
so much, Carlo. Have a nice rest of the day. Thank you for talking
Thank
to
you.
us here on Travel Insights. This is Travel Insights. Every week, I come to you with a new inspiration, influential thought leader from the tourism, travel, hospitality industries, bringing you their unique insights and their unique expertise. Let me know if you have your interesting topic to share at this email, press@traveldailynews.com. I'm often on the lookout for new interesting people. I reached out to Visit Malta and Carlo, and I was very happy that they accepted my invitation. But if you want to reach out to me, you're free to join. Tune in for next week's episode. Every Wednesday, we go live on our social media and on traveldailynews.com. Thank you for watching today's episode. I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye.
But there's magic in numbers.
And this place? Well, it's so much more.
We thought we knew these waters, but it's a museum down here.
And through these caves, you uncover some unbelievable views.
Just make sure you snap a shot from up there. A hop-on, hop-off boat tour hits different when the locals lead the way.
We thought we knew dining experiences, but this is something else. By night, you can soak up the sights of the beautiful city under the stars.
And by day, you can get a thrill in a whole other kind of way. Adventure is out there. You just gotta paddle to it. Before you can jump right in. And you know what they say, friends who leap together, stay together. The best way to explore the islands? Well, take your pick. Need a timeout? Turns out, flow state isn't only found in yoga barns.